My fellow freedom lovers, sovereign thinkers, thank you for tuning in to the LO3 podcast. My name is Craig, transmitting from the beautiful Swampy Mango, South Florida. And today's date is Saturday, January 2nd, 2021. And, so just at a downtown saloon located at 10 South New River Drive in the heart of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Along the New River, behind the county jail and the courthouse. Don't worry, it's nice out here, so I'll give you that. So just doing my little browsing around and all that good stuff, and just looks like I got some interesting article that caught my eye, and it's from the keysnews.com. Key West Citizen, that's the name of the website. This was written by Timothy O'Hara, and it says here, several arrests for violating Key West curfew order, challenges arrest mark muted event. So I'm going to be talking about this and see what he has to say here. And as it reads, police arrested at least half dozen people on Thursday night for violating City of Key West New Year's Eve curfew, including prominent restaurateur Joe Walsh. Walsh has been a vocal opponent of several city COVID-19 restrictions and recently spoke at a Key West City Commission meeting about requiring people to wear masks. Walsh and others were cited with misdemeanor count on violating an emergency management directive. Okay, so a bureaucrat, something very bureaucratic here, right? Walsh and others were processed, which including having their mug shots taken at the jail on Stock Island. Walsh sent Key West manager Greg Valise an email Thursday stating he was not going to close and cite some legal citation, the Valise said. He said it was not a real law, Valise said. So it's interesting when they talk about it's not a real, he said it was not a real law, Valise said. Walsh's bar and restaurant Fogarty's was the only business that did not comply with the city curfew directive, which required non-essential businesses to close at 10 p.m. every night through Sunday. Police spoke with Walsh in front of his business on New Year's Eve, telling him he needed to close and did not have to be arrested, Valise said. So you're going to have some city manager going to tell you how to run your own business. Okay, so right here, based on this article, Mr. Greg Valise is just being acidine tyrant. All right, I'll proceed. I told him it didn't have to be this way, Valise said. I turned around, the next thing I know, he was in handcuffs. It was unfortunate. Yeah, unfortunate. In addition to Fogarty's being forced to shut down, a small protest broke out on New Year's Eve on Duval Street shortly after 10 p.m., which was the time of city's nightly curfew this weekend. Tourists were also telling Valise that he didn't have to abide by the curfew. I had people telling me they come to Key West because there is no rules. That is the problem, Valise said. Times Square in New York City was closed off, and they are telling me Duval Street doesn't apply. Police were called in to clear Duval Street and conduct crowd control. The street was cleared by 11:10 p.m., Valise said. Walsh was arrested at 12:49 a.m. on New Year's Day at Fogarty's. His arraignment is scheduled for January 14th. Walsh told the Citizen on Friday he planned to plead not guilty and fight the charge. He said the curfew violates the governor's order prohibiting local governments from enforcing local COVID-19 restrictions. He also said the mayor's directive is not legal because the entire city commission did not vote on the curfew. So that's an interesting article, and it was fun because I know there's one over here that happened a while back on the 29th when they had the Key West's New Year's curfew stand. Federal judge has denied legal challenge. So, and of course, the judge was James Lawrence King, a U.S. district judge in Miami. Said here about federal judge Tuesday decided to keep the city of Key West's three-night curfew set to start New Year's Eve holds up under the Constitution. Where? I like to know that. So, of course, Andrew Day followed it to stop it and do an injunction. And it's, like it says here too, the city of Key West has a substantial government interest in preserving and protecting the public health of its citizens. King wrote in his decision, the city has not prohibited public gatherings indefinitely. Instead, it has prohibited public gatherings during a brief time frame within which tourists and partygoers typically gathered in the street to celebrate the New Year. The decision came hours after a 2-hour hearing held Tuesday morning on Zoom. So it's interesting because I'll just keep on going here. So Mayor Terry Johnson, December 4th, issued an emergency order requiring all non-essential businesses to close from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. starting New Year's Eve, and for people to be home by 10 p.m. with some exceptions. So, and of course, it restricts free speech, assembly, a total of 24 hours comprised of 3 to 8 hour periods during one of the busiest annual events in the city's experience, King wrote. So it's been going on for a good period of time. And the whole thing is this, is when you, I'll leave this article up as well. One of the biggest mistakes the petitioner made, they have a habit of bringing it to a federal court, which is considered use the U.S. Constitution. It's considered, I'll say it once again, an incorporation doctrine. All right, and that's very, we all been there, don't get me wrong. We all, even myself. However, you got to take the initiative and look at the U.S. state constitution. All right, and that's what's been happening right now because I could give you some input as we speak. All right, and like it says here, on Article 1, Section 1, all political is inherited in the people. The enunciation of herein of certain rights shall not be construed, denied, or impairing to others retained by the people. So the people living in Key West has this political power, not Huey and Dewey. Okay? And to be very frank, it's not an insurrection by any means. All right? A state of emergency and all that. So it's not really endangering society to be all sincere. And of course, if you read Section 2 of Florida Constitution, which is everything I'm addressing here is under Article 1. It's just because if I didn't say it before, it's entitled Declaration of Rights. And of course, all basic rights, all natural persons, female and male alike, are equal before the law, have inalienable rights, among which are the right to enjoy and defend life and liberty, to pursue happiness, be rewarded for industry, and to acquire, possess, and protect property. Okay? Of course, it says in the second sentence, no person shall be deprived of any right because of race, religion, national origin, or physical disability. So they're punishing you. They're depriving you of being rewarded for industry, of what you run, what you operate. So right there, that's a no-no. And I'll hit Section 5. Right to peaceably to assemble. No person the people shall have the right peaceably to assemble to instruct their representatives at the petition for redress of grievances. You can use that. And I'll hit Section 9 here as well. No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. Okay? That's another one. And Section 10, prohibited laws. No bill of attainder, ex post facto law, or law impairing the obligation of contracts shall be passed. So this edict, this order, is considered invalid. They try to use exceptions of emergency management statutes, but in reality, it contradicts this particular enactment. And when they talk about impairing contracts, I think there's one right here. I'm gonna look this up right now, and I may just put it in there. But it's very was done. Everything was done was illegal under the state constitution, and they have the people in Key West or Monroe County. The people in Monroe County, if Mr. Walsh takes it to a jury trial, which he's entitled to do under Article 1, Section 22 of the same document. Okay? So I think he should take it to a jury of his peers. So, and definitely that needs to be addressed. If not, then his right to a fair trial will be violated. Right? Like it says right here, trial by jury, the right of a trial by jury shall be secured and remain inviolated. The qualifications and the number of jurors, not fewer than 6, shall be fixed by law. So something like a case like this, it'll be only a 6-person jury, except for maybe a capital offense, which in Florida has been mandated to use 12, like first-degree murder. Use a 12-person jury. And I can tell you this, because I went on jury duty for a particular case like that. So just to let you folks know. And so according to the legal dictionary, impairing obligation of contracts, and it even is they talk about the Article 1, Sections 9 and 10, and it says here, like, the Constitution the fourth definition, the Constitution will forbid the states to pass any law impairing the obligation of contracts. But what it means is it's illegit. If it doesn't coincide with the Constitution, it's considered invalid. So the order is negated. They can't argue about that. Even the city manager can't say a damn thing. It's just totally unconstitutional. Mr. Walsh can win, and many others can challenge this as well. And here's another thing. Jury nullification does work. Who's the victim? Who's the injured party? None. There's no victim, no crime. As long as everything he does is legit, Mr. Walsh and anyone else. Even if you use a licensing issue, which I can say I won't be surprised if the city, the mayor of Key West, or whoever signed this order, is contradicting that Mr. Walsh's contract and every other business in Key West. Okay, so always got to look at those areas. He's going to win. I'm expecting him to win. Whatever you do, Mr. Walsh, do not use the U.S. Constitution only. That's called, like I said before, an incorporation doctrine. And the people in that city should rally around him. And if the mayor signed this, it should be you should recall their rear ends. Recall the mayor. You can do that in Florida. It's time to send a message to let them know you're the boss, not them. All right, folks, that will be it. I thank everyone for listening. Plus, feel free to download and share throughout your social media networks. If you have any questions, comments, or something interesting you want to check out, whatever you do, please send your correspondence to Decorum. Furthermore, I'll leave the footnotes of these articles on my Spreaker page. And if you want to if you want to contact me, you can hit me at lookyourluck3@gmail.com or lookyourlucknumbers03@protonmail.com. If you don't do a donation, you can hit me on both paypal.me and cash.app, and the / is lookyourluck3. And you folks in Key West, hey, support the Key West citizen. Subscribe to him, that'd be very cool. And free press, I like it. All right, my friends, once again, thank you for your time. Plus, always remember that the demoniac resistance is healthy for the soul and can liberate humanity. Until next time, take care of yourselves, keep on spreading the love, and may your guardian spirits be with you.